Hey, this is Cameron, not the other Cameron that's under house arrest. But first off, shout out to him. Getting pussy in house arrest.
That's
Love
right.
that. Rep the name. But speaking of which, I'm on probation. I got caught with felony, and I have this interlock breathalyzer in my car. Thing is, I don't
Nice.
really care about it. It's annoying, whatever. But the thing is, I've got a date with like this really hot chick on Friday, and we're supposed to, go take a picnic in this like nice area by her house. But I have no clue how to fucking pick up a girl and then blow into that fucking breathalyzer. Like I don't know. What do I do? Should I just not give a fuck or just pretend I don't have a car? Love you, Stavvy,
Oh,
baby.
pretend you don't have a car. Say it's in the shop. Something.
There is a follow up to this one, real quick.
Oh, okay. Hit us with the follow up.
Hey, it's Cameron. Follow up from the last guy about the breathalyzer. I don't know. To clarify, it's like I don't really give a fuck. I have it. I'm not gonna drink and drive anyways. How'd you get it? But that's like I was under 21. I had any alcohol in my system, so that's how I got it. Anyways, I don't really give a fuck about it. But like, how can I make a good first impression? Because there's no getting around the fact I have to use that thing to start the car and like make that fucking humming noise and blow into it. So yeah,
Interesting.
appreciate it. Love you, Snobby.
Okay. You ever have to do that, Joe? No. Do you ever get a DUI or anything like
No, I was fortunate. I drove real drunk a bunch, but I was fortunate.
that?
I did all right. I really
Yes.
focused up.
That's right. Yeah.
But first of all, he's like, I don't give a shit about it. But I'm like, back to back phone calls about it. It feels
Yeah.
like you care. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But I would say personally, I have found what works with women. It took me a long time to figure this out. Just honesty. Just be yourself as much as you can be and be honest. And it might even be sexy. You have to preface it. You got to make sure you realize that you look like a psycho.
Right.
You got to be like, this is like such a bad look. I know it's psychotic. I got popped for drinking and driving. I'm getting my act together. I'm crazy, but I got to blow into this thing. And then maybe it could be fun. But I would definitely be honest about it, but also make sure you acknowledge that that's not a great look.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't just pick her up and blow into it and never address it. You can't be like ready for the. Anyway, what's a good fucking park around here? I hope you like prosciutto. You know what I mean? Like that's not gonna work at all. See, I don't know. I guess I would be a little more. I like what you're saying, and that's probably the right answer. But I do think that you could. I think that could be a date too. The way you wouldn't tell someone if you had kids. Well, I guess maybe you would right away, or herpes, for example. I don't know how you handle that whole situation, Joe. When did you drop herpes on people when you were dating?
Okay, so I only had to tell 3 people total, and
Okay.
there's a variety. One was
Yeah.
at a big comedy gathering. That was Sarah, who's now my wife. It was
Yeah.
a big comedy party, and I won an award for shitting in a girl's shoe. I did it the best, and I went up, and I thought it was gonna be really funny. I gave everyone in comedy, the entire New York comedy scene was
Yeah.
packed in, and I thought it'd be funny because I was like, I did a thing where I fake cried, and I was like, this means a lot because I had a tough year. I got herpes. I'm riddled with herpes. I'm bleeding right now,
Yeah.
and it ate shit. People were just like the record scratched, and you could hear like
Yeah.
a guy clearing his throat.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then so Sarah and I weren't dating at the time, and she was like, I think it's great. People should be more open. And I was like, this bitch has got some herpes. All right.
Yeah.
And it turned out she was just a nice person.
right.
So-
right.
She had already known about it because I had told her in that
Right.
situation when we ended up hooking up, and so it was a little weird. One girl I told in bed, and she was like, "Yuck, that's gross. You gross." And I was like, "Well, you would have it now if I wasn't a
Right.
good person."
Exactly.
And then the third one I told, this is a funny story. I'll make it as quick as possible.
No,
But
please.
we went on like 9 dates because that was I was having an outbreak. So I just kept kissing her goodnight and being like, we better not do anything. And she thought I was like a Puritan. She thought I was like a hero. She's like, he's so
yes.
sweet. He's
Yes.
waiting.
We've been courting. He's been writing me letters.
Yeah. And the whole time it was just because I was riddled with fucking cigarette burns on my cock. But she's like, he's sweet,
That's so funny.
And
Yeah. So you would only tell people basically before you had to fuck. It's not like you don't. My point is that's not coming up date one, right? That you have herpes.
Yes.
So I guess what I would say is I wouldn't date one lead with DUI. You know what I mean? Like I say date one, say you don't have access to your car, whatever. Or I don't know what fucking excuse you want to make. Or take a fucking Uber, whatever, and have a little bit of a rapport with this girl, see if it goes well. And then, if the vibes are right, then you hit her with what you said, which is like, look, I know this is crazy. I was underage. I got picked up. I barely had any alcohol in my system, but I have to do this now. I think you could feel it out after the first date. That's probably what I would say. If you have you have something fucked up, you might want to hide it just a little bit. But I don't know.
All right.
That's what I would say.
Yeah, one honest guy, one liar.
Yeah,
there you go.
One piece of shit liar. You should be like, yeah, the fucking cops got my ass while you shotgun a beer and ask her to blow into it. That's the other way you could do it. So yeah, that's our advice, buddy. Probably listen to Joe, don't listen to me. But good luck, and we hope you get pussy. Next question, Ralph.